I can certainly provide a detailed explanation of the tale of the cheap state secrets. Explanation. The tale of the cheap state secrets. The tale of the cheap state secrets is a short, sharp narrative that functions as one of Stanisław Lem's most direct and cutting satires of the Cold War arms race and the destructive psychology of international paranoia. It demonstrates how fear, divorced from reality, can become a more powerful force than any weapon. The mechanism of paranoia and escalation. The story establishes two rival kingdoms, often implied to be robot civilizations, consistent with the Cyberiad, locked in a perpetual state of hostility. Their rival is characterized by financial ruin. Both states pour their entire vast resources, their total economic output, into espionage, counter-espionage, and developing sophisticated, complex superweapons. This economic strain pushes both nations to the very brink of collapse. The assumption of superiority. Crucially, the conflict is sustained by the belief, rather than the knowledge, that the enemy possesses an ultimate secret weapon that guarantees victory. This belief mandates endless escalation, as each side must constantly invent something more expensive and complex to defend against the presumed threat. The self-sustaining system. The arms race becomes an internal, self-sustaining entity. The defense industry, the intelligence agencies, and the bureaucracy surrounding national security become so vast that the true motivation shifts from national defense to simply maintaining the machinery of conflict and fear. The revelation of the true secret. The narrative reaches its climax when one side, using an incredibly complex and costly espionage operation, finally succeeds in stealing the rival's most protected, top-secret blueprint, the design for their legendary ultimate weapon. The dramatic irony is revealed when the experts analyze the captured plans. The ultimate weapon is utterly worthless. It is cheap, simple, easily defeated, and completely incapable of winning a war. Its primary function was internal. It was merely a boogeyman, a fake project designed to keep the defense establishment employed and to frighten the populace in the opposing side into constant resource-draining reactions. The collapse of the system. The great irony of the story is that the two kingdoms are not destroyed by a massive weapon, but by the truth of the absence of one. The moment the truth is known that the decades of fear and sacrifice were based on a meaningless lie, the entire foundation of their respective societies collapses instantly. The meaninglessness of the conflict. The revelation exposes the conflict as a colossal, centuries-long exercise in economic self-destruction. The power of perception. The story concludes that the true power of the secret weapon was never in its engineering, but the perception of its power. The fear it generated was its only effective function. In essence, Lem argues that in a system governed by paranoia, the ultimate threat is not the external enemy, but the internal ruin caused by the self-inflicted cost and the manufactured terror designed to maintain power structures. The ultimate secret was not one of war, but one of utter, cynical deception.